It is a beautiful day in the beautiful city of Lagos, and I guess we are all doing well. Today in English class, we are going to focus our attention on lexics. Our topic will be modal auxiliary verbs. What are modal auxiliary verbs? These are helping verbs or auxiliary verbs that are used in conjunction with main verbs to express shades of time and mode. When we combine helping verbs with main verbs, we have verbs that we refer to as verb phrases or verb strings. So these verbs or the category of the helping verbs we are going to talk about here is referred to as the modal auxiliary verbs. And today we shall focus on part 1 of the modal auxiliary verbs. What do we use these modal auxiliary verbs for? We have the one that is used to show ability. I can do something. The ability, you have the power, you have the ability to do it. We also have the one that will help us to show possibility. It is possible to travel to space. Is that also? Yes. Apart from this, we have the auxiliary verb that will help us to show permission. Good. Permission. You can ask for permission and also grant for permission. We have the one that can be used to give suggestion. We have the one that can be used to give advice. And we have the ones that can be used to give ability, possibility, permission, suggestion, and advice. So what are the verbs that we use to do all these? They are called the modal auxiliary verbs, and they include the verb could, can, might, must, ought, shall, should, will, would, ought to, used to, able to, and the likes. We are going to see about 30 of them. But in this part 1 of modal auxiliary verbs, our attention will be on can, could, and able to. What can we use can, could, and able to achieve? We have seen them before. Ability, possibility. So let's look at that of the ability. Under the ability, we are going to see some sentence examples and the rules that will help us to use them. I shall give us some rules in the present and future tense category and also in the past tense form. Because just as main verbs, we can use modal auxiliary verbs to show expression in the present tense and to show expression in the past tense. We can also use to show futuristic expressions. So here we are going to see some rules on the present and futuristic expressions. Look at the first rule. We say we can use can plus base form of the verb or can't plus base form of the verb. This is for present tense ability or inability. Can means there is ability. Can't is inability. Look at this sentence. Todimu can write poetry very well. Present tense. It shows the ability of Todimu in the writing of poetry. What about future tense? I can release a video next week. You can see that this focuses attention or directs us to future action that's yet to be carried out. I can release. It shows I have the ability to release a video by next week. Let's see the one of inability. You know, the rule is can or can't. We have she can't drive a car. We can see the inability in this category. There is no ability for this person to drive a car. Oh, very good. So we have used can. Let's see if we can play on able to at this point in time. On able to, just as we use can, we are going to see some rules. The rules here, we are going to focus on them because if you have not watched my video on primary auxiliary verbs, please go there and watch the video, because if we want to use able to, we need to employ the primary auxiliary verbs. These primary auxiliary verbs include is, are, was, where. Do you remember when we treated them? Oh, good. You can search for the video. What is here now is the primary auxiliary verb plus will be plus able to plus base form of a verb will give us ability of able to. And I'm not, is not, aren't, won't be plus able to will give us the inability. Look at this ability form as a stated example. Salem will be able to do the task. Ability. You see that it is in present form, right? She will be able to do it. It shows that she has the ability to do that. I won't be able to carry the two bags at once. It shows inability, that the speaker does not have the ability to carry the two bags at once. Then the third one we are going to see will help us to see ability using the auxiliary is. Mercy is able to do that. It shows that Mercy has the ability to carry out the action that is spoken about. At this point in time, we have talked about what? The present tense and the future tense. Let us see what we can learn in the past tense. The use of past tense or the verb can, could, and able to. So we have used can, we have used able to. What is the past form of can and could? Can and able to. We have seen that since we have used can and able to, definitely our focus will be where? On could. Beautiful. So we can use could plus base form of the verb. Could plus base form of the verb to show ability, or couldn't plus base form of the verb to show inability. Look at this sentence. When I was a child, I could climb trees. It shows ability. But if you want to, you see the inability using auxiliary verb, let us see if we can work on wasn't. Look at it. We have was where, for example, I was able to do the job when I was a little boy. He wasn't able to drive when we were in secondary school. He hasn't been able to do that before now. You can see how we play on them. But let's look at this sentence now. We have, I wasn't able to visit her in the hospital. It shows inability, but in the past tense. So we can see when we use primary auxiliary verb plus able to, we will have what? Primary auxiliary verb in the past tense plus able to, we have past tense. Then we use could, we also have past tense or the verb can, could, and able to. We should not forget that could, well, we'll talk about could later on when I'm talking about politeness. I need to give a note of caution here, very important caution for every one of us. Can and could do not take infinitive verb, that is, verbs that begin with to, and they do not take the future auxiliary will. At the same time, can and could are not juxtaposed with the able. Remember, can, could, able to. We can use one at a time. We cannot put two together. That's what we are trying to say. And we do not use them with infinitive. Look at this sentence. What can you get from this? I can to help you this afternoon. That's rubbish. Okay, let us look at the other one here. I can be able to help you this afternoon. Do you see that? Is it correct? No, we say we do not juxtapose. We have juxtaposed can and be able to. So that is what is referred to as in grammar tautological expression. We do not want to be tautological. We'll talk about tautology later on in this series. We have the third one. I can help you this afternoon. That is the correct one. So we cannot use I can be able to help you or I can to help you, but the correct one is what? I can help you this afternoon. When we focus on this, then I believe our grammar will be very correct. Look at another correct one. I will be able to help you this afternoon. I will be able to help you this afternoon. It shows the ability. Is that not so? Yes. So we should try as much as possible to be different in our grammar. That is why this channel was created. Let's go to using can, could, or able to show possibility. When we talk about possibility, what comes to our mind? That is, it is possible. These are not ability. Let's go to the rules. Can, can't, base form of the verb. We'll see the rules there. We use can or cannot plus base form of the verb, or could plus base form of the verb. There are two rules there. Let's look at a certain example. You can catch that train at 10:43. It is possible for you to catch a train. This is not ability, it is possibility. It is possible the train will be there. Go. Don't waste time now. Look at another one. You could finish the task if you start early. It is possible for you to finish the task if you start early enough. It shows possibility, not ability. Let's see another usage of can, could, and able to. We have talked about ability, and now we just finished possibility. Let's see what we can gain from asking permission and giving permission. When you ask for permission, what rule do we employ? We are going to see rule can plus subject plus base form of the verb. We'll see there. This informal anyway. I will show you the formal expression. For example, we have a can you lend me your car? This is impolite. That's why I call it informal. It's called impolite expression. Can you lend me your car? You are asking for permission when you are talking to your equals or your junior. Can you lend me your car? Then, if you want to look at this expression, can plus base form of the verb, we say this one is what? The informal, right? That's what we said. Now, look at this. You can borrow my car. Granting permission. Is that also granting permission? Equal or junior. That's why we call it informal. Look at another one that will be more polite in the expression. Could plus subject plus base form of the verb. Do we get that? Look at an example. Could I have your number? You are asking for permission. Is it possible? Yes, but it's what a polite form of a sentence that you are asking. Could I talk to your supervisor, please? You are being polite. You are talking to a superior in the office. They are official terms. That's why there are some write-up that you embark on. You do not use informal expressions at all. Let's go to the next one, making suggestions. When we want to make suggestions, what do we pay attention to? We suggest that something can happen. That also. So to make a suggestion, we need to use the could plus base form of the verb. That is the informal expression. For example, we have you could take the tour of the castle tomorrow. So when you are making suggestion, we pay attention to what? Informality. You could take the tour of the example tomorrow. It's possible you are making what? A suggestion. Many persons doesn't know this usage when it comes to modal auxiliary verb. So far, so good. We have used can, could, able to show different moods on the verb. Ability, possibility, advice, suggestion, asking for permission, and the likes. Feel free to watch the clip again. Pause it when necessary. And feel free to contact me in areas that are gray. If you have actually enjoyed this video,